Good evening, everybody. Surajitroy, the mentor, is back with you. Today, what I need to tell you or share with you is something as a response to what has been referred to me by a lot of people, young professionals like you, which is their issue is that how does one make a difference in the work life, in your work lives, at a position which is not so senior, working under leadership which is mediocre, and with each one of us wanting to make a difference, we feel disconnected. Very, very genuine problem, and I can only respond to you by sharing one of my experiences while I was with the Delhi Development Authority. I was posted there in 1998 and I was told to look after the auctioning of office and retail spaces in Delhi. At that point of time, Delhi, nothing significant in this space was happening in Delhi. Gurgaon's retail malls had taken off. So the position I was as a director was very routine. I had to report to a commissioner. I had a vice chairman above that. We had to take along the architects, the planners, the finance, who were all in a mood to just maintain status quo. So was this a minus or was this a plus? Was there anything I could do to make a difference, or was there nothing I could do to make a difference? I was in a similar position like many of you are today. So what I did was, and I've always been doing that, is when you join a job, in whatever job profile you are in and whatever level, see the big picture. Search for it. There will be meaning in your job, a deeper meaning in your job. To me, that meaning in that job was to ensure that you get or you position quality spaces for development of retail and office buildings in Delhi. So what did I need to do? And the first thing I did was talk to your client. Who was my client there in that job? It was the developers who were to come and buy those plots from the Delhi Development Authority and build retail and office spaces on them. So I spoke to them and I asked them, why are you not interested in the plots in Delhi, the capital, while you are all going to Gurgaon? So they came up with something very simple. They said that your designs are dated. You are telling us to build malls on 1 lakh square feet of space, while today we need 4 to 5 lakh square feet to build a reasonably big mall. So I got to the planners, I got to the architects, and I said, look, in like District Center Saket, it was, today you see 3 malls there. All of you who are familiar with Delhi, there is the DLF mall, and there is the Select City Walk, and then there is the MGF mall. Actually, there were 16 plots, and we amalgamated 4 into 1, and DLF took 2 of them. So DLF had 2 plots and Select City Walk had 1 and MGF had 1. So those 16 plots became 4 plots. The floor plates became 4 to 5 lakh square feet each. And then they came up, the developers wanted multiplexes. Now the District Center Saket was planned, again as I said, 10 years prior to 1998, which was 1988 or something, where there was not a single multi-screen complex at that point of time. It was the era of single screens and the cinema had gone out of vogue. So there were no cinema halls only positioned in the District Center Saket. So I had to get hold of the architect who had planned the district center, and we literally had to cajole and persuade him to retrofit multiplexes into that plan. Therefore, you will see in the District Center Saket that the multiplexes are at the rear of the complex. They wanted the common areas to be maintained well. They said that in what we see in Delhi Development Authority and Delhi is that we will build lovely malls, and outside the maintenance, the roads, the parking, the common areas are badly maintained. So our investments are, there is no return on investment. People don't come. So we said we will give you the operation and maintenance of common areas, and that's what we did in Saket. So what we created multi-tier parking instead of a single level parking. So what we actually did was we heard the market, and hearing the market gave me the conviction of taking those bold decisions. And the other thing which helps to enable you take bold decisions, and if you are honest and you do your job with integrity. That actually gives you the strength to take those bold decisions. So you never take honesty and integrity as a value in itself. You should take it as an enabler to do good work in your professions. So these two things done, then we put things in auction and we got fantastic prices, and the skyline of the office and retail skyline of Delhi changed over the next 4 to 5 years. We had the district center Saket, we had all the big developers coming, and we had the Vasant Kunj mall, and in the entire mall space sold in one day. It was one of the biggest auctions in retail and office spaces that happened in India at that point of time. So as and when we started getting things right, what happened was the developers started showing interest in the Delhi Development Authority plans for retail and office. And as and when they started getting interested, we also started feeling the connect, and we started getting that rhythm that yes, we are onto something very, very big. And that is when your bosses also start listening to you. That is when your colleagues also start listening to you. And that is when you start feeling the connect with yourself, within yourself. And then of course, it doesn't matter how hard you are working, because you know that you are heading to doing something very, very big. And then it's a big, big goodbye to Monday blues. So that's how you connect with your jobs. Regardless of where you are today, what job you're doing, look for the big picture. Listen to the market, listen to your clients, position what they want, go for big decisions, work with honesty and integrity, and that's how you make a big difference. A postscript, and a huge postscript to all of this, is when I drive down to district center Saket today, to the Vasant Kunj mall today, somewhere down the line, I know, and I don't have to tell anybody, but I know, and I can tell myself at least, that I was one of the architects of this entire change in the way retail and office spaces are in Delhi today. Netaji Subhash Place came, Jasola District Center came, Vasant Kunj Mall came, Saket District Center came, one after the other within a span of those 3 to 4 years. So that is the kind of satisfaction you carry with yourself, and that will help you in your jobs ahead. So if you want to get in touch with me one-on-one, I'll be happy to mentor you. Get in touch with me at surajitroy.com or at 99102-67671. Bye-bye. I'll come back later with more stories from my career and on different aspects and share them with you. See you soon.